Good morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Tim, the trucker from Alabama. Yeah, we picked up a load earlier this morning. And good morning to you out there too, Joe. I seen you this morning already. Good morning, my friend. I hope you're doing well. You and the wife and kids. Uh, I hope Vern Bradley, a good friend of mine, doing well. He is my buddy. I tell you what, I got some good friends on here, and I racing. I trust that y'all had a good night. Uh, I still got just a little bit of a cold, uh, and I think it's leaving me though. If you hear me sniffle, I'm sorry, but I've been doing that a lot this morning since I got up. But we are 471 miles taking this out. Um, let's see here. It's frozen veggies coming from Santa Maria going to Flagstaff, Arizona. $39,883. I'll get it right in just a minute. Ain't that nice this early in the morning? Got some pretty vegetables on here, frozen vegetables. I like frozen vegetables. I love them. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about my sniffing. Joe, if you can hear me out there, buddy, good morning. But you know, that thing went haywire again. I had to reset that screen every time I stream. Every time I stream, I have to reset that screen. It just out of whack every time. I don't know why. Lord have mercy. Sound like I'm dying over here. I got sniffles so bad this morning. We'll get this load off. We'll get to feeling, our sinuses might open up a little bit. We'll breathe. We'll get this baby off after a while. Get this one off and maybe make another one or two because it's early. Might make 4 or 5 today. Look at my viewers out there. If you're trying to chat with me, I can't chat because I ain't got my chat hooked up. Joe is going to help me get that hooked up this week. Him and Vern Bradley, if Vern's feeling better, he's been sick, bless his heart. And that is a real good friend of mine too. And I tell you, I don't like for nobody to get sick, but I tell you, it's tough this time of the year to get sick, especially in the later part of the winter. We done put the clocks forward one hour. Spring forward, fall back, so we sprung forward. That give us an earlier hour. I reckon it's an extra hour of sleep, or is it less? I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. We get this big old truck down here and get this unloaded. I'm gonna see if I can't find me another get me another one of them track holes to haul back, and it's going in a good place down there where they might be down there. Them pays good. I love them track holes. You just have to be careful with them when you're making short turns. You can't go fast at all because it will jackknife with you like mine's been doing lately. I don't know why. It just has to be that rear end doing it. They've got a truck that I could buy that's Peterbilt that has a tri-axle under it for them big loads. You pick up that axle where you could turn. I'm sure that third axle is what's been keeping me from turning on that trailer. It's just been rough. The third and fourth axle on that trailer are down, and it's got to turn before you can get your turn in. But sometimes it jacks me around a little bit. I didn't like that, but hey, ain't nothing you can do about it. Just have to slow down a little more. Well, it's 6:37 here in Birmingham, Alabama. Seems like the weather's doing okay out there. Probably in the 60s, maybe in the 50s. I don't know if it's in the 60s or not. It's probably in the 50s. It's supposed to have been a hard freeze, but I don't know if we got it. It didn't feel that cool. I've been up most of the night waiting for that cold weather to come in where I could take care of my plumbing. We sure don't want it to break. I hope that door ain't messing with you, brother. It's just cool air coming in on me. I like it. Like I said, I hope y'all had a good night. And a lot of my viewers are getting up and getting ready to go to work. You know, I've been out of work for, let's see, ever since 2008. I think 2008 was the last time I worked. And I tell you what, I miss it. I still miss work. It's rough. It's rough when you work all your life, then all of a sudden you get up and you don't got to go to work no more. I guess Uncle Sam said it alright for me not go to work no more, so that's what the letter said when they wrote it to me. They wrote me a letter. Now, let me see, I gotta hit this right this time. They wrote me a letter and told me that, come on there, car, get on over. And, told me that I was eligible to retire. And, man, I tell you, I caught myself getting up and getting ready to work for about 6 or 8 weeks, just about it. I got up one morning after I retired. I got my clothes ready to took a shower and brushed my teeth that I had then. I don't have none now. And got ready for work. I sat on the side of the bed tying my shoes. My wife woke up. She said, "Honey?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Where are you going?" I said, I'm going to work, dear. I gotta get over and be there before the drivers get there. She said, honey, she said, you retired. Don't you remember that? I said, oh my Lord, I did, didn't I? I thought I was getting ready to go to work, but I was retired. That's a funny feeling when you're getting ready to go to work and you don't have no work to go to, people. I guess that's something that we don't ever get used to neither. I hadn't got used to it yet. And I've been off since 2008. This 2017, that's 9 years, and I still miss work. Call me crazy if you will, but I do miss my work. I daggum sure do. The last work I was doing was in a strip mine. I was loading coal trucks every morning before daylight and crushing coal after daylight. I load 10 or 15 trucks about 3-4 times a day, and I had scales on my loader that I scaled, keep from them getting overweight tickets, and they ain't never one of them got an overweight ticket as long as I was loading them. And this other guy, before I took it over, he got him a couple of overweight tickets, and I told him, you ain't got to worry about that. If he's scaled her right, you ain't gonna get no overweight ticket. So they were real happy with the way I scaled their coal loads. Some of them said you was in 500 pounds of the, hey, what, getting on the interstate out there, or getting on the back road, you was within 500 pounds just about every time. I told him, I said, I zeroed them things out about 3 times a day. Get them zeroed out where they'll work good and give you an accurate reading. But I could tell by the weight of the coal that I was used to putting on their trailer, if them scales messed up, I could tell because I knew how much to put on there. I went by that a lot, and then I would look at my scales. It was something else to load trucks with scales, you know, until you got used to it, and then you could see what you had to put on the trucks without looking at the scales. Then the last bucket that you put on a trailer, it's in the middle, and I always watched what I was putting in the middle, because that's where you could go overweight on the front or the back. So you had to get that right in order for them not to get an overweight ticket. It wouldn't be an overweight ticket. You'd be just not overgrossed. It'd just be over on the axle, and they get you for that too here in Alabama. You can get over on the axle, you get a weight ticket too. Ain't as much as overgross, but it's probably about $135 for over axle, you know, overgross on the axle. And I kind of try to keep that intact, you know. And the scale people got to where they didn't even mess with our trucks. They knew we weren't running illegal. I loaded all my trucks to run the interstate, and I told them when I was loading them, I'm loading you interstate legal. Hit that baby and come on back and get another one. I gotta go in for inspection here, talking about scales. Here they are. But they got to where they wouldn't mess with our trucks there after they got used to our weight, you know. And I give them a weight ticket when they leave when they would leave the pit. I'd give them a weight ticket out of my machine that was accurate. All they did was show them. It showed on the axle, per axle, and everything else. I just, it was awesome the way them scales helped out. It got my guys where they could run the interstate, and you could hear them coming in back into the pit at the bottom of the mountain down there on 160. They'd get on the pit channel. You could hear them coming in, cutting up and carrying on and having a good time because it was all right. I've often heard them talking about me too, and that's good. I said to some of them, sure I'm glad Tim's on that loader, because we've been getting scattered loads there, been overweight, and I ain't got nary one over since he's been on that loader. Nary one of us have. So that's what they said. Made me feel good, you know. Them scales was about $35,000, and they hook it up to your arm on your loader, your lift, and your bucket, and it was pretty good. What they did, they took the weight of an empty bucket when you pick it up and you zero it out. Okay, when you zero it out, that means that there ain't no weight on it at all. And when you load it up, you crown your bucket all the way back and bump it, and then pick it up. As you're picking it up, it'll start weighing the coal. And then it'll get up there so far and it'll quit. And that's how much you had on there. And I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed that. Because them guys was making good money and they wasn't having to put none out for tickets. Like I was telling y'all, I think it was yesterday, I was telling y'all, when I was driving, I would go into the pit and I'd get a load going to Gadsden Steam Plant, Gadsden, Alabama. And I got to noticing every morning they wanted us to overload and run the interstate all day. I mean, that one load and then go through the woods the rest of the day on 2-lane roads. I said, I got to thinking, I said, now, it's okay to get that first load off because the scales don't get out there at 7:30, 8 o'clock. But what I did, I told the scale man down there where we're loading, I told him, I said, scale man, get me within 500 pounds of legal weight limit for interstate. All right, quiet night, said we'll do that, and I would run the rest of the day on that same ticket. Now I made an extra load more than they did with the running through the woods with the old weight truck. I was making an extra load every day, and my boss man got to noticing that. He said, my word, he said, you're making more money than they are. And I told him, I said, Steve, I'm making one round more than they are because they're running through the woods. And I'm running legal, and I'm running the interstate. So that right there is what's the difference between mine and theirs loads. And hey, it worked great. He got them to where they would do the same thing during the day. We want you to run the interstate. We want you to run illegal. That way you can catch up with him and get that extra load every day. Well, they didn't like it too good, but the drivers, they kind of wanted to haul around a little bit about that, but it's true. When you got somebody going through the woods all the time, and you go on the interstate every day, you're going to get more runs than them going down through the woods because you're going to outrun them. I could be to the power plant in 45 minutes before they even get there on that second round. So I dump out, turn around, and go get another, and that's where I come in with my extra round. I always look for a better way to make more money for the boss man, and of course you make enough for the boss man, you're gonna make more for you. And I kept on doing that the whole time that I was driving local, and they was all pleased, well pleased the way I was driving and taking care of the truck and running the interstate legally. Cause you ain't gonna make that much more money overloading. You ain't gonna be able to overload that much. Maybe 85,000. Our legal weight limit was on the interstate in Alabama was 80,000 gross. And I knew that, and I got the loader man. I said, 79,500 pounds, please, sir. We had a code, and what we'd do, I'd go in and I'd say, yeah, about $79.50 worth. Then we had one, the triaxles was running. They weren't running interstate, they was running the two-lane road there. And they come in, hey Jimmy, yeah, give us $1 worth. $1 worth is 100,000 pounds on a triaxle dump truck. It was big, huge truck. But that's what you'd hear them. And nah, not none of me. I'm not gonna run no 100,000 on no daggone front axle having 20,000 pounds on the axle. I ain't gonna do it. Less weight on that front axle, the better off you are. I mean, you know, up to a certain extent. You got the drop axle down. It's gonna take some weight off for your stair axle, but you still got a triaxle with a third axle in front of them, but it's still all on one piece. It ain't in no trailer. You had to gross out the truck. 100,000, a lot of weight on a truck. But I've done it before, you know. One guy wanted us to run about 100,000 gross every time we come out of the pit, and I told him, I said, tell you what, I'll run 100,000 gross if you'll pay the ticket. If we get a down feeding, we get a overweight ticket, I told him I'll load it, but I'm not gonna pay no overweight ticket because you want me to. And there ain't no other way to get to where you want us to go. No other way to get there, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean we can go over yonder and get on that other highway and we can make it over there in plenty of time to get our loads off. Nope, I didn't go that route. I said, if you can pay the ticket, I will run the truck. But I said, if you don't, I won't. And he couldn't fire me. I mean, you know, well, he didn't want to anyway, but he said, Tim, he said, I'll make a deal with you. He said, I'll make a deal with you. He said, we won't run them 100,000 gross. I told him, I said, Bubba, if this baby front end the tire was to blow out on this front end of this truck, and you got 100,000 gross on it, you're gonna kill the truck, and you're gonna kill the truck too. You're gonna kill the driver driving it. I said, think about that, cause they have been weird things like that happen. The front tire blow out. But then he started dropping back to 80,000. and 80,000 is legal on the interstate. On 2-lane roads, 80 something, 88 I think it was. I don't know, 85, 86, somewhere around there. But your county roads are you can put more on truck on your county roads, because the county roads were with a different pavement, and we could overload on a county road in all the time and you not get a ticket because we stayed with under the gross limit on the county road, which was 88,000. I always run 80,000, 79.5, somewhere right there on the interstate, because they knew I was out there and I wasn't going to be overlaid. No way, you know. If the scales are messed up, it's the scales' fault. But I was used to running 79.5, and that way I didn't get in no trouble. If I got an overweight ticket at that, it'd be their scales messed up. We had a coal yard when we was coming out, loaded out of the pit. We had a coal yard that we went out and we'd go across the scales if it was overloaded. We'd go out there on that coal yard and pop the tailgate and it'd get legal. And get out and clean the tailgate off and seal it back up and then take off. That was what was great. I mean, right there, it didn't take just a few minutes to get legal. I mean, good gracious, you know how much weight you got on, and you look on the ground, when you look behind you there, you can tell if you're getting enough off. I mean, I did it so long, I got good at that. But when I was a loader operator, they didn't have to do that. Boss man come up there and asked me one time. He said the scale, I thought he was going to jump on me about some high scale weight, you know. He said the scale man said that every truck that you send out of here, they ain't none of them having to go back out there and pop the tailgate. None of them. I said, hey Stan, I mean, well, I'll be doggone. Anyway, I told him, I said, you get used to it, you know what you got to put on there. I mean, you know. And if you don't run the interstate, you ain't going to make no money anyway, so. That's the way I did it. I run the interstate all the time. That way, I didn't have to worry about these people on these 2-ring roads running over you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, and I'm fixing to get off here and go down here and get my load off. Just as soon as I get this one off, I'm gonna come back in a few minutes and I'm gonna do another one. We're in Flagstaff, Arizona here, and more than likely I'll be picking up one right here in Flagstaff. Like I said, this is a good place to pick up a track hoe or some piece of equipment, you know, a dozer, loader, or something like that. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I hope y'all did. If you did, give me a subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and give me a like, and then leave a comment down below the like. And then It's been a pleasure out here driving for y'all and listening to me talk. Today it was about overweight trucks. It's still gonna be about overweight trucks when I come back. There's so many things that you can talk about, but that weight limit is a good topic because you just don't never know. You don't never know when you can. Come on, people, what'd you stop for? You get out here. That woman stopped in front of me and made me lose my train of thought, man, I'll tell you the truth. I'm just about certain it's going into Walmart. Walmart's still bugging me about going to work for them. Alright, Jack, stay right there where you at. Go to the next red light turn. Well, here we are in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'm fixing to get this one off. And more than likely, I'm going to get another one here in a few minutes. I know this one stopped about twice. It glitched a little bit, but not much. There's my garage right straight across from where I'm on the unload right there. Oh, this little truck here is some kind of, this is a good little old truck right here, man. I don't have to worry about running over everybody out here. So this, whoa, I gotta go back in the back with this one. Right here on the side. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fixing to park this one, and I'll get another one here in a minute. Let me get this baby back in space right here. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to it, my channel, and give me a like and give me a comment down below, and I sure would appreciate it. Until we meet again, good day. Tim the Trucker signing off. Let's cut it off here.